Thousands of golf fans from all over the globe will travel to Stevens Point for the U.S. Senior Open next month.
But as many are on the grounds watching, more will be tuning into the broadcast from the comfort of their own home. And that's where we find Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver. He rode alongside NBC officials seeing the property for the first time and now joins us from his couch. Matt?
Well, Dan and Jessica, when flipping through the channels this June, one tuning into the action at the U.S. Senior Open may not realize that there's a lot of moving pieces behind what seems to be a relaxing day of golf. Behind me is Century Road Golf Course in Stevens Point, where broadcast crews visited each hole recently, scoping out where the cameras should go so that viewers at home can see where every shot ends up.
This whole process started months ago, and it'll go until the last ball's in the hole on Sunday.
You don't even let people back here? So he can kind of move anywhere up and down here, just have a gate cut for him to come in.
Before the lights go on and the action begins, there's a lot that goes into the pre-production stage for broadcast.
Nice replays with the crowd going crazy, so you'll see Flowers crowd.
It's important to make sure that every shot, every blade of grass, every viewing angle, every position of grandstands or concessions or whatever else it may be is perfect, because you just don't know when it's ever going to happen again.
At their recent survey of Century World, an NBC production team got a feel for the course with USGA officials.
Putting together coverage of a golf course for a broadcast is a little bit like putting together a puzzle. It takes time to see every little piece and how each piece fits together. You always want to see where the golf ball ends up. Big course, little ball, it could go anywhere. So the more cameras you can be afforded to have, the better, and the more angles you have, the better.
They expect to have 25 cameras capturing more than just the action.
We're looking at not only covering just, from tee to green, but really showcasing other aspects, other nuances of the golf game that, more than a weekend warrior would appreciate when they watch our telecast.
That includes famed stops like the 16th green.
Anytime you have a marquee hole on any golf course, you want to make sure that you're covering it the correct way, making sure you're putting your cameras to give the viewer at home the best experience while also taking into account the fans on site.
Walking the course weeks ahead of time allows them to see how they'll approach each hole and have the USGA accommodate as needed.
See, they're out here doing stuff now, tree work now, but you'll see, a tree limb or a stake and rope line or a grandstand edge that may slightly interfere with where the television camera is positioned, and we have to make very easy compromises with them to make sure that the production of the show is what we all want it to be.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how that puzzle comes together with more than 130 workers expected on the production side. The U.S. Senior Open kicks off June 29th.